morning and thank you for staying with us on your Shine Supreme radio station, Diamond 88.7 FM. And it's time for the show Editors Hangout, where seasoned journalists converge to discuss and also dissect headlines that raise eyebrows and steer national conversation. On the show this morning, we will be discussing about the agitation and from Kwasima for the removal of mining from the exclusive list at the federal level, and also looking into the assertion or the statement from the EFCC chairman, who said 6 out of 10 university students right now are into fraud. These critical issues are what we'll be discussing because it touched into a lot of things. It's part of what he has touched into. I know there have been agitation from the panelists in the studio who have also linked the mining into one of the causes of insecurity. And also we've discussed about corruption in the country at all levels. And this is another level given to us in insight from the chairman of the EFCC. My name is ADEYEMI. ADEWALE. The panelists are seated. They are with me in the studio, and together, it's a full house. Together, we'll be looking at this great issue. Hopefully, we'll get time to do justice into all the issue and provide solutions and recommendations by the end of the show. We have about 55 minutes to start our discussion. Now, quickly, let's introduce the panelists in the studio. With us is also Michael Abiodun Lariwaju, the general manager of Diamond FM. Good morning to you, Jem.
Good morning, the anchor man. Good morning to our listeners all over the world.
Seated close to him is Alhaji Abayomi Akinlulu. Alhaji, good morning.
Good morning, the anchor man. Nigerians, good morning.
Good morning. Two Nigerians. Also seated next to Alhaji Akinlulu is Reverend Felix Achide. Good morning to you, Reverend.
Good morning, Anchorman, and good morning, listener Oliver.
Mr. Akinwumi Abayomi. Good morning to you.
Good morning, sir. And good morning to all our listeners.
Good morning. Sorry, Mr. Abiodun Akinwumi. That's the name. There are a lot of Abayomis in the studio. Let's go to the next Abayomi. Mr. Akinlulu Abayomi. Sorry, Izana. Abayomi Adeniji. You see, there's a lot of Abayomi, and there's a lot of them with Ace in the name, so you can understand. Good morning to you, Mr. Abayomi.
Good morning, and thank you for having me. I think your next child will probably be Abayomi.
Funniest part,
because you are very fond of that name.
He loves that name. You can even see from the
funniest part, my brother is Abayomi, so I think that is done. That's done. For the child thing, no, that's done. That's done. See, let's get.
You stopped having children?
Yes, by the grace of God. Let's get into the conversation.
Why so early?
I can see the accidental.
Why so
let's go into the conversation. Let's get into the conversation. I will get a report on Monday where we have Kwasima suggesting calling which one of the thing. They are also suggesting that mining should be taken off the exclusive list, just like we've done into power in the Federal Republic of Nigeria. They cite several reasons why they are making the suggestion. And like we've also said on the show, part of the reason is that they feel it might be able to curb not just illegal mining, but also insecurity. Mao, what's your take on that?
Yes, we have to consider that at the beginning of this week, the Kwara Chamber of Industry, Mines and Agriculture of Kwasima made an advocacy, and it is time for those in authority to look into this advocacy that mining should be removed from the exclusive list, and the exclusive list being that it is only the federal government that has control over the exclusive list, but they should make mining to come under the states and the local authority. Because you find out that the developments that they have alleged, and which some of us had spoken about before, that developments that arises from solid minerals has been contributing immensely to insecurity in this nation. And so definitely, if something is done, at least from the legislative perspective, it will to a large extent curb this insecurity that mining is actually causing. Then it will reduce the level of illegal mining because we have so much illegal mining going on in this country. So many people will say they have gotten the licenses from the federal government. They will just get to the local community without even informing the state authority or the local authority there. And the community, they at last become trace to the community in which all the solid minerals are present.
Let's look at it critically. Elijah, I will be coming to you on this. I think Mao actually have alluded to the fact that we've spoken about it severally on this show. The fact that I know probably majority of us, we support the fact that it should be taken away from the exclusive list. Is there anybody that thinks otherwise? No, I think everybody have actually been an advocate of that. But you think otherwise, Elijah? Okay, let's hear your opinion. You think otherwise?
No, I was thinking you.
Okay. I was thinking you think otherwise. That's what I want to bring. So, if I want to first establish that the fact that everybody's an advocate of the fact that we should get it away from the exclusive list first.
Well, I will say this: it is a beautiful idea, but it is not implementable. So that was why, because you said everybody has agreed that it should be removed from the exclusive list.
Yeah, I said in the studio.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But that's because I have my opinion. Because unless we promote national identity to the level that a Nigerian anywhere will see himself or herself first as a Nigerian before see himself as an Ijaw person or Yoruba person or Hausa. The thing is this: since the discovery of oil in 1956, and the fact that it was made to be on the exclusive list, and the fact that for years it became the mainstay of our economy, and the fact that natural resources, mineral deposits, all of them are on the exclusive list. So if you're now saying you want one to be removed from the exclusive list, and the people from Niger Delta will also say yes, if you are doing that to gold, they do that to oil.
Which is what I'm about to say. Don't you think it would be unfair to the oil producing states?
That is what I'm saying. It will be like it has now gotten to, when it got to a toothless man, beans cake became bone. So, you see, for years now, over 50 years, we have made oil at the mainstay of our economy. Everybody has been enjoying it. Now, you now say because, yes, really, to say the truth, because of insecurity and other negative things that are happening,
illegal mining, yeah.
People, but that was why I said, for it is not an implementable proposal. And the way, and the only way that we can get it implemented is if we have gotten national identity promoted to the highest level, that an average Nigerian from Kwara State will not say I'm a Kwaran. He will first say I'm a Nigerian. And whatever affects somebody in Bayelsa, he or she will see him as what affects him or her too. So if we want if we want mining away from the exclusive list, it is not possible. That is it. But there will always be that Nigerian factor. You can only talk about derivation fund. And if we want to do that, and we want to regulate it, for example, Kwara has a good deposit of gold, right? Okay, this is what the state ought to get. Are we getting it? Then for insecurity, what are the ways, interim remedial measures that can be taken? But if you are talking of permanent remedial measure like removal of mining from the exclusive list, it will die a natural death, because the people from Niger Delta will also say, look, yes, we support it, then oil too, let's have it.
Reverend, when GM was speaking about his own advocacy that he also support the removal, you were nodding, also supporting his opinion. And which is, I want to bring in on what Alaji just alluded and he just stated. Part of the questions I was hoping will also get there is, don't you think it's unfair to those that have oil?
Actually,
Because now the oil money, all of us are spending it.
let us
But
look
when
at,
it comes to mineral resources, some of us want to take it away.
right, let us look at it from this way. When you have headache, you prefer solution. Now we have problem on hand, and the way out is solution. What's the way out? One. Two, if you are looking at it on the issue that probably it will not be unfair, then we may not move forward. Probably that is why my colleague was saying it's not implementable. I don't believe it is not implementable. I don't believe.
Do you believe it's unfair to the oil producers?
It depends on the way we are implementing it. It depends on the way we are going about it. When you look at the mineral resources, geographic something all across the country, apart from oil, every state has one or two things as resources. That's one. Two, I'm also an advocate of the fact that we need devolution of power. We need to reduce the power at the top. We need to make states, most states are not viable. We need to keep some of these states serious, viable, and economically viable. And part of the way to do it is to keep them busy. Two, when you look at this insecurity thing, as the GM rightly mentioned, that is one factor, and it's germane. It's very important, because if we are not very careful the way we are going, God forbid, as a man of God, God forbid, they may soon, all these people may soon overrun. Already, as we are saying, most communities are now without no peace at all. Communities are not even habitable. People cannot sleep with their two eyes closed. And these are very serious issues that is far beyond government as it is now, both state, local, and federal government. And that's the reason why I said when you have headache, you prefer solution. And so it is one of the solutions we need to look into.
So how do you think taking away mining from the exclusive list provides an immediate solution to our insecurity problem?
Not immediate. It's going to even be a lasting solution.
How?
Because when you take it away, you understand me, now you empower the state.
Who do not control insecurity?
Who do not control
security?
And that is why we are saying that's why, I was talking about devolution of power, talking about state police and all these things, understand me. So when you have all these things in place, then the state will be more viable, the state will be more serious, the state will be more empowered to do one or two things, unlike everybody just folding arms, waiting for money coming from Abuja. That's not the way to go about it. So you should keep the state thinking on how to turn things around, keep their people, you look at what is happening now. Ilorin is now almost overpopulated. Most of the villages, rural area are abandoned. Why? Because we are not providing rural amenities. But social amenities, some of this way. But if you have a license, you give them the power to mine their minerals, something, you certainly provide resources at those areas where they are mining, and people will be employed, people will stay there, and that is the way to go. That's my own view about it.
Mr. Bami, let me get your opinion on this first.
My opinion on this one is ADEYEMI squared, in the sense that while at a glance it may look good that states should control their mineral resources, the resources the states are controlling now, what are they doing with it? And then it will lead to significant conflict at the national level, because
at the national, not even subnational.
No, at the national level, because you see, the states in the oil producing areas, the Niger Delta states, will say what is good for the goose is good for the gander. However, I also want to commend Kwasima for their ability to come up with this. But I would strongly advise Kwasima, which just has a new management. They are the face of the organized private sector in Kwara State, and I think they have been making sure that their presence is felt. And I think the little industries that we have in Kwara State, pharmaceuticals, roofing sheets, well, those are the plastics,
small-scale business owners at every sector.
They are members of Kwasima, and they are contributing immensely to the economic development of Kwara State. what I want to advise the management is a good strategic aspiration at the level of aspiration. But the need for an industrial park, the need for the Kwara State government to actually provide electricity, since that one has been removed, electric power. I think those are the things they should face more attention to, rather than the idea of removing solid minerals from the area, because that will demand a constitutional amendment, I think, rather than just a law. Because already what is exclusive, concurrent, and residual, I think they are constitutional issues. So I believe in acting on an incremental ratio. It will, when tree fall on tree, you first remove the small one. So the small one now, Kwasima, they have advocated it, an industrial park in Kwara State. Oloru, Malete, the abandoned trailer park is a good location for that. We need electricity. The Kwara State government has the power under the law now to provide electricity. Let them face that.
Mr. King, some will argue that we keep advocating for state government to follow this thing, to be in charge of the mining. But some will say it's been 3 years or probably 2 years since late President Muhammadu Buhari is when the state has started to take power away from the exclusive list. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu successfully, that has been done. What have states done? That why do you now say we should now give them the mineral resources? That with this even hard to their income, because some have argued that this will also reduce the income of the federal government, and if states are not doing it very well, it might not hurt to their income, and they might still be relying on the money that comes from the federal level.
Well, I think it's a pity that Nigeria in this 2026, we are still depending on natural resources, where other countries have used their natural resources to develop their human resources. And that's why Nigeria is still underdeveloped, even after more than 60 years of independence. And it's a pity that even the current structure of mining in Nigeria is even nothing to write home about.
Is there even a structure?
There is, but it's not being followed now. Now you will give license to people to go and mining in local area. Those local area, they don't have any say about it. They will destroy the environment. They will poison the water resources, and at the end of the day, they will take it raw out of the country. We are not refining it. We are not selling the. We are not adding value to it. So we are selling it raw. Even crude oil, we are selling it raw.
The mistake we made with crude oil.
At least now we have a refinery.
The mistake we are making.
And as a matter
at least we have a refinery. One now.
One. Okay. We are selling crude. We are selling crude.
Yeah, we will continue. I don't think
that
we can
refinery,
stop selling crude.
Has it gave them only 30% of the crude.
No, but at least whether it is privately owned or private or government owned.
Wait.
We have one.
I think you have heard that the refinery has been buying crude from Texas.
Yeah, but from what I understand, in terms of the explanation for that, they said every refinery does not necessarily mean you are in Nigeria, means you buy crude in Nigeria.
But why are we selling crude?
Wait.
We will also sell crude.
Wait.
It doesn't stop production of food in Nigeria.
Now is that my father has a cassava farm. So I cannot set up agbada to make gari there. I will now take my cassava from Ofa.
No, see, I think the explanation to that, you want to bring it into lane terms.
We are talking of possibilities.
No, that's what I'm saying.
You see, it's like
the explanation to that,
failure.
The explanation to that is not a failure to the fact that they are producing crude in Nigeria.
Selling crude.
Selling crude in Nigeria. It's not that Dangote refinery is not getting Nigerian crude. And don't let us forget, Dangote refinery in Nigeria is not the only market. He has other markets too. And it's an open market. It is also free to get from Nigeria and source orders from anywhere else in the world.
Government are not even having their own refinery. That is a bad concern. Is it bad that we are even selling crude? We should be refining it and be selling the byproducts. Now we are having multinational companies that spent like 60 years.
Are you saying Nigeria should stop selling crude?
Yes.
Look, hold on. Nigeria has been producing crude oil since 1957.
And Batista are still selling crude.
That's almost 70 years.
Now, multinational companies in
Nigeria.
Nigeria.
Dangote still buy crude from the United States.
It's a shame. It's a shame on Nigeria.
Now we have we have companies like Shell, Chevron in Nigeria. They should have their own refineries in Nigeria where they will employ Nigerians.
That's the truth.
That's what's supposed to happen. Now look at this mining now. They have been mining gold in Ijesha land for more than 70 years. They will take it raw. Do you have a gold deposit in Nigeria?
No,
Yes, that gold deposit. Do we have? So that's even the area I'm even looking at. Now, all this lithium, they will mine it, they will take it out. So they will sell the product and sell it to us.
Do you believe if we take it away from the exclusive list, we will solve some of these
It
problems?
will not solve it at all. And I think what we need now, I think expect to be on the exclusive list. But they should involve the local authorities. No, the one that they are mining now, who is quantifying the measure that they are extracting?
They are taking off.
They are taking off. Who is measuring it? So, but if we involve the local authorities, okay, the state and local governments, they should be in charge of mining it. They can be in charge of monitoring. An agency be monitor, okay, this people are from Abuja, they should be mining. Okay, what are the agencies that make sure that they are following the laid down rules? So after following it, then they will now take it to the federal government. Look at what happened in Nevada. It was a lot of illegal mining now, storing all this what do they call it? Bombs. Storing it in Nevada. Explosives that they used to blast all these rocks. So do we know how much of it they are illegally imported to this country? It's only good as even we say that they have been saving us. So that's what I expect. Okay, let us be close monitoring. Okay, this we are exploring this area. Local government there, the obas in the area should be involved. So that there will be close monitoring of those people that are there. So you should not go give them license to come and be mining those environments. So that all our waters will not be polluted again.
Alhaji, let me come back to you before we leave this topic. Quickly, let's get your own reaction. What do you have to say to what they have said?
Mr. Abiodun has spoken well, and Mr. Adeniji and Reverend too. But the issue is this: we want to address the worsening security situation, and that was what brought up the idea of that suggestion that, look, why can't we remove this from the exclusive list? Mr. Abiodun said it will not in any way be more as a refined way of doing things. But I will say this: we have been talking about state police. What are the fears? Why is it that we say, look, hey, don't let us try this? So the thing is, the government at all levels should find a way of addressing insecurity, while the National Orientation Agency, in the meanwhile, doubles up efforts in respect of advocacy, promotion of national identity. So all these things can be done with ease once we have national identity promoted to the level that everybody will see. There will not be this idea of Yoruba man, Igbo man, Hausa man, Christian, Muslim. That the first thing to an average person in this country will be, I'm a Nigerian and I want the best for my country. I'm passionate about this country. I want it developed. I want the growth of our country and the progress of our country. So once we get to that level, it will be very easy to say, look, why can't we do it this way? Nobody will say no. But with the present situation, the first thing that anybody will ventilate or promote or pontificate over is they want to cheat my people. To the extent that even in the East, somebody from one state will not be employed in another state. From the same, see, it is, even in Yoruba land, somebody will say somebody is from Oyo State, is not from Osun. Why will it? Though it is not that promoted like, but what I'm saying is,
I mean, even in education, you have a quota or reduced payment of school fees for some people from some states.
You have catchment areas, so you have to follow
all those things should be, all those things, there should be an end to all those things. Everything that has contributed to the promotion of that ethnic identity,
unity,
should come to an end. We should rather promote national identity, and that is why National Orientation Agency, I would say the agency has a lot of work to do. So when we get to the level of that high level of promotion of national identity, nobody will, even the people from Nigeria Delta will be, look, no problem. Because of insecurity in Safara, in Kwara, and other places, and people are saying it is because of mining matters, mining issues. Okay, let it be on even local government, let them have it, and they will not complain. But if we want to talk about it now, you decide that even in Kwara here, why are we talking about Kwara North? Why are we talking about Kwara Central?
Marginalization.
Why are we talking about Kwara South? It is still because even that is at the micro level. Everybody is not seeing himself or herself as a Kwaran. So when we are not talking of national level, where we have over 250 ethnic groups. So it is difficult. It is a good idea, a very beautiful idea, beautiful proposal, but the problem is implementability. It is not implementable for now.
0913-655-6952. 0913-655-6952. WhatsApp is 0913-655-6864. If you're just joining, we're discussing the agitation of the call, proposal, suggestion from Kwasima, who are suggesting the removal of mining from the exclusive list. And why making these suggestions, we've discussed a lot around it. We've talked about one of the reasons why they are suggesting it is to ensure the curb of insecurity. They also believe that it's going to ensure viability of the state, provide more money for the state, ensure power is being dissolved into every aspect or arms of government at every levels. So we've taken a look at it on the show this morning. The panelists have argued on different aspects, which is why we are asking for your own opinion. To 0913-655-6952. WhatsApp is 0913-655-6864. What is your thoughts about the removal of mining from the exclusive list? Do you think it's unfair for the people of the Niger Delta region who are producing oil? You think it is going to affect the income of the federal government, or also make states more viable, more functioning that it is presently? And what's your own take on it? Do you support it or not? Or do you also think it's going to be a good solution to the insecurity affecting our dear nation, Nigeria? Phone line is open. Hello, good morning. Your name and where you're calling from? 0913-655-6952. WhatsApp is 0913-655-6864. Hello, good morning. Your name and where you're calling from? Sir, please, can you help us stay away from your radio set? Can you help us stay away from your radio set, sir?
Hello, sir.
Okay, good morning to you.
God bless you, sir. This is Governor from Nigeria.
Sir, please stay away from your radio set.
I'm not there, sir. I'm outside.
Sir, please, whenever you call us from, try and stay away from your radio set, because that can ensure that we can hear you properly in the studio. 0913-655-6952. That's the number to call. WhatsApp is 0913-655-6864. Hello, good morning. Mr. Rotimi from Oro, good morning to you.
Good morning to everybody in the house.
Good morning.
My submission this morning is, what America says, do what you can do for your country, do and see what the country can do for you. If everybody, if all these people have to talk. Why? Because every other government go to all these kind of things.
Sorry, very sorry, Mr. Rotimi from Ora. Don't really know what is happening. We can't really hear you clearly. That's why we try to say, please stay away from your radio set when you call. But let's quickly go on this quick commercial break. We'll come back from the commercial break. We'll continue taking your calls and your opinion on the issue. And also we talk about the assertion from the EFCC chairman, Ola Olukayode, about the level of internal Olukoyede, about the level of internet fraud in Nigerian universities among Nigerian students. Quick commercial break. We'll be back. Welcome back from that commercial break. Phone line is still open. 0913-655-6952. That's the number to call. WhatsApp is 0913-655-6864. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. I just your radio station. Everybody's doing it. Radio station, not for me. Caller. I want to tell you.
Mr. Rutimi from Moro, good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you. Well,
Please go ahead with your thoughts.
the way you point down like that, the one I'm saying that for the topic you're talking about, the America is do and for the country, and that's where the country can be for you. All these things to be taken, all this mining and everything from the place that they should miss. Why? Because see, the federal government gave me so much power. They got too more power and they want to control it. It's not going to be clear to everybody. They give the state the power to that they can use the money, especially like this, all these state police, they can use it to to pay everything and do all kinds of things for the police and other things they need to do. Then if the federal government will want to claim that they are the good, can they control the forest that is there now? They can't control the forest because it is the state government that know their forest, they know their bush, and they know what to handle. Especially all these things. So what is happening in mining? Some cheap dancing in the town, they claim everything. They don't return the money to the federal government, and they don't return money to the state government. This thing must be in order. I must tell you, the truth is that let there be a concrete law guiding all this kind of things. Because somebody is taking advantage of another person. That's the fact.
Thank you very much.
And that is causing bandit, kidnapper. Somebody is taking advantage of another person.
Thank you very much, Mr. Rutimi.
See the last kidnapping happened. Somebody came and they showed the miners. They went back to him and collected the money back. They kidnapped him. You all know this kind of thing. We are all this.
Thank you very much, Mr. Rutimi.
It's better. Let them do their work. Thank you, Baba.
Thank you very much, Mr. Rotimi from Oro. Thank you for your opinion. 0913-655-6952. 0913-655-6952. WhatsApp is 0913-655-6864. 0913-655-6864. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, sir. Call back, sir. God bless from Nigeria.
Good morning to you, sir.
Yeah, God bless you. If not remove entirely, no problem. Look at me now. Do the right at the right time. The only one that can save us. I'm happy to go. Do it, no problem. America, look at you don't all these things, sir. And do the right at the right time. God bless you.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
A words of advice to the government: do the right thing at the right time. If you think that's the right thing, you can do it. This one says state government should set up special proposed vehicles to explore opportunities on the exclusive list. The multiplicity of conflict is about resources control by a few privileged citizens. A scarcity mindset hinders opportunity and is a source of conflict. A conflict-free Nigeria is possible with selfless leadership. Our governors should have an entrepreneurship mindset. Kolade Aindi from Asadam. Just something came into my mind right now, and I think don't we also think probably the state governors are not making it easy for this advocacy? Because just like he spoke about governors entrepreneurship mindset.
You know, I told you something, that a state where we still continue, everybody waiting for what comes from Abuja, we won't make progress. We should begin to allow
Alhaji also asked
to think outside.
And
Alhaji also asked,
one of the reasons that caused this issue of this
Exactly.
that Alhaji was talking about. Nigeria is not as divided as it was in 1966, where each region was controlling their resources. So this all this military control where they remove what this also called the fried draft has caused all those things. In the past, even Western region was even paying higher wage than even the federal government staff. So that time Nigeria was not as divided as it is today. I think what Reverend said is one of the reasons. Let's take control of the resources and send it to the federal.
And then that gentleman that said that our governor should be entrepreneurial minded. You see, anybody who said that state government they should remove from exclusive and this and that is Awawi. A serious governor. For instance, I'm the governor of Kwara State. I know the geological map of Kwara State. Now, special purpose vehicle. Every state, although Kwara State has scrapped their own investment company, just like they closed down our transport company. So, if the Kwara State government, in collaboration with experts, can set up what is a business in which the state investment company will have a particular percentage. They will have an appropriate MOU, and they will go and mine the thing. So already the means for participation is there, but you see what is there is that corruption, primitive accumulation. I think that's the social term for it. Primitive accumulation is so entrenched that anything that you must open the mouth and spoon feed anybody. But a serious administration, Harmony Holdings, Agile something, one business, go and bring Onyibo that is expert in mining whatever that product is, rare earths mineral, maybe from South Korea or somewhere, and you have that thing, and you now add value to that thing. The only thing is that, one, you must train our people, and you make sure that there is also a derivation principle built into whatever is going on. So we really don't need that ceremony. Our governors must be entrepreneurial.
You spoke about corruption.
Yes.
Let's talk about the youth. But just few of us can be regarded as the youth in the studio right now. But let's still talk
All
about
of us are young people.
But even before we go into that, why we are talking now. I remember vividly that Otsun State took a step by having an MOU on the gold mining in Elisha. It initially caused some friction, but at least they have successfully had an MOU with the
miners.
The
miners, yes.
Sorry, I'll come out, please. I also want to add, because Mr. Abiodun made reference to what happened during the First Republic. The first time that we will refine crude oil in Nigeria was 1965. And if you look at the development that was recorded in defunct western region, northern region, and eastern region, it was through agriculture. The cocoa house, everything that Awolowo did was through agriculture. Through agriculture. So what we can also do, just like you were saying that governors should have this idea of entrepreneurial spirit, the governors should look into the idea of promoting agriculture, and we can only get that done if
I think even sustainability. The fact that they keep waiting for what comes at the federal level, I think that's on them too, because if they want to, they can't be sustainable on their own. At least whatever comes from Abuja could now be a plus on their own. But he spoke about corruption. Let's go into corruption this time around, not at the top. Let's talk about corruption at the bottom. No, probably not the bottom. I don't want to describe it at the bottom. I want to describe it as the most critical stage that people do not actually look at. Because when we talk about the university community, not even the VC, the students who we refer to as the leaders of tomorrow. So if you're already talking about corruption at that level, then it means it's very, very serious. The words from Ola Olukoyede seems to be a very, very strong word. In his own way, it said 60 out of 10 university students right now. 6 out of 10 are into internet fraud. The one we know as Yahoo. Obviously, the youth will not accept that. Obviously, a lot of the youth have said it is the current way of the country that is pushing all of them into looking for a way to fend for themselves. Let's start from Mao. Mao, you've seen a lot of times. We talk about the millennium, we talk about the Gen Zs and the legs. God have blessed you to see a lot of times. What's your own take on the issue?
The issue is something that is very saddening. We are in a nation where people almost worship money now. And because the younger generation are seeing the evils there, they now place themselves to be participants in the era of
let's even start from, is that the true statistics? Because some are saying that's a big lie.
No, I believe it's a true statistics, because honestly, if you look at the whole thing, a child is a product of his environment.
The home.
Yes, everything starts from the home. And you find out that even when the parents have very little or no time for their children, and they are always chasing after money and the ephemeral things, there's no way how such children will grow up to believe that that is the best way of life. There's mass indiscipline, there's mass disconnection, then the society itself is not as it used to be. There's very little fear or no fear of God anymore. In those days, when we were young, we were trained about going to mosque and churches, about praying regularly, about reading the Quran and the Bible, about fearing God, and put the fear of God in whatever we do. Then think about the relationship with others. We see others as our brothers and sisters. But today, most of the younger generation don't see their fellow human being as their own blood brother or sister. They are much more. Some are even callous that they are even ready to kill their brother or sister for money.
Alhaji, let me bring you in on this. Chairman Mawu just said he agreed that he's 6 out of 10. Do you also agree? 6 out of 10 university students are into internet fraud.
Well, thank you. I will even say the EFCC chairman has underplayed it.
You think it's more than?
It should be more than that, because, and it is not even at that level, even at the high school level. You see, yes, you have 15 years old boy having like 30 million naira in his account. 15-year-old, but the parents will not know. 15-year-old boy having 50
you also support that statistics, because
I said he has even underplayed
majority of the youth are saying no.
I said he has even underplayed it. It is worse than that. And the thing is this: the society, just like Chairman Mao said, the society worships money, and these people, they can't be patient like some of us. They cannot tolerate like some of us. For example, if you go to a club now and you go to club with a babe and somebody snatches it, you just leave and go home. But a 16-year-old boy, he will say, "Oh, they do me more than street fuck up there." So to them, they believe the society has given them that orientation that, look, just make money. It is an unpardonable sin to be poor. So, and they believe an internet fraud is the easiest way. And one thing again, democracy also contributed to it. You know, we have not had democracy for this long. So when these daughters, sons of senators were living big, living large, oppressing them, oppressing their colleagues and their age mates and peers, and some of them, look, we can also, and they now see that the son of Yelero suddenly became a millionaire through Yahoo. So it's not like you can also make it. Son of a nobody can become somebody through internet fraud. Okay, let me just give it a try. And before you know it, it began to, enjoy
blossom.
And so the thing is, I will say that the EFCC chairman has even underplayed it. High school students, and if you want to confirm this, go to any eatery. Just stay 10, 15 or 20 minutes there. You see young boys that should be playing with sand will just come and boast, and he will buy things like the things that somebody who is 70-year-old cannot buy.
Let's quickly go on
For
this.
who?
Let's go on this quick commercial break, because as we are two of us of the panelists right now have supported the EFCC chairman, but there's a young man in the studio who is shaking his head, looking at them. He's shaking his head. He's looking at them. Let's see if Reverend Ajide will also feel otherwise. But that will be after this quick commercial break. We'll be back.
orúkọ mi ni Yèyélúà Tóyìn Adégbọlá mo sì ti lé ní 50 ọdún láyé láàyè àtàyè ìdẹ̀ra. Ìgbòkègbodò mi pọ̀ gan-an nínú iṣẹ́ tí mo yàn láàyò gẹ́gẹ́ bí òṣèré orí ìtàgé. Kì í sì rẹ̀ mí bẹ́ẹ̀ ni kì í sú mi. Àwọ̀ mi sì ń jí pépépé síbi ìtọ́mọ tuntun lójoojúmọ́. Ẹ fẹ́ mọ̀dí abájọ. Monomin Plus atẹ́jẹ̀ṣe oògùn tó ń fi epo ẹja cod liver oil ṣẹjọ́ ẹ̀ food supplement ni. Èròjà ẹ peléke, ó ń tara ṣe, ó ń mára dán, ó ń jẹ́ kọ́mọdé dàgbà dáadáa, ó sì ń jẹ́ kí àgbàlagbà máa ta kébékébé. Monomin Plus.
Monomin Plus fún èròjà tó ń tún inú ara ṣe lẹ́yìn ìwádìí ìmọ̀ ìjìnlẹ̀ a tún fi èròjà cod liver oil epo ẹja sí ló fi wá di oògùn méjì tá a papọ̀ sínú ẹyọ kan ṣoṣo la fi ń pè é ní Monomin Plus. Iléeṣẹ́ Tuyi Pharmaceutical Industries Limited àwọn tó lórúkọ tó ṣe gbẹ́kẹ̀lé níbi kápò oògùn òyìnbó ló ṣe é. Monomin Plus. Monomin Plus.
Welcome back from that commercial break. Alaji, you want to add something? You were saying something when we quickly.
It is so bad. It has gone so bad that we even have parents of association of parents of Yahoo boys, and there are Yahoo women who are Yahoo girls too. So the thing is, it is a bad situation. That's just it. And the only thing we need to do is to be prayerful, to pray that God will help us to redeem the situation, and that religious leaders and other leaders, the community leaders, teachers, and everyone will start preaching and promoting moral values, so that possibly we can have the situation corrected.
Reverend, I want to throw this to you personally. I want to throw this to you personally. When we were talking about it, when Mr. Alaji Akululi was rounding up, he mentioned religious leaders.
Yeah.
That happens to be your own constituency.
So
one of his
multiple constituencies.
At least on the show right now, anybody listening to us, when we were introducing, there is a title.
A reverend on the panel.
Reverend on the title.
On the panel.
And it's been cited that religious leaders also, part of what they preach, they are urging them. Which is where I want to bring it.
The Anchorman, thank you very much. You see, the evil in the society is just too much. And this starts from home. That's the background. It starts from home.
So it's not because of Tinubu?
It's not, no. It starts from home. In those days, if you are in government and you come back with something strange, a car and all these things, society will question you. Where do you get it? This, you are a thief. I remember I was from a rural community. That will happen. They will shout thief on you. But today, if you go into government and you come back after a month or two without car, without anything, people will surround your home, expecting that you bring the largest. If there is nothing, then they will tag you. You are a bastard. What are you people doing? So it starts from home. And you are talking about the church. So many of our
not only church, religious, even the mosques.
Let me. I'm going gradually. I'm a church leader. You see, it's so sad to the point that some of our colleagues worship people. When you bring large sum of money, it's getting to almost a stage where they give you special seats, special recognition, and some of you don't have more to offer. They look down on you. It is so bad. Even the same thing in the mosque. I don't know if you have been to ceremony where you see people bringing money and you see most of our fast say Allah titi wole o you understand me? This is not tidy enough. It's not good enough. So it's like we are worshiping money, and right from the bottom to the top, from the top back again to the bottom. And so you see some of our the young men coming, young ladies coming, seeing all this kind of thing, and you expect them to be patient, and this thing has brought so much evil, what you call onset, more than good to this society, to this part of the world.
So you're supporting what the FCC chairman said, 6 out of 10, university environment.
Certainly. Just like my colleague said,
because of our time, Mr. Akin, let me bring you in. Some are also saying when you look at an example is the jump administrator right now, former University of Ilorin, Professor Oloyede, that when he was there at University of Ilorin, he was able to cop some things. That when you look at the university environment, and what are the VCs doing also? They are the leaders of that community. That they are also not doing properly to train children. I remember when I was at the University of Ilorin, my lecturers would tell me, we are not only training you in academics, we are training you in character.
Exactly.
And that was during that Professor Luide's tenure. I knew how tedious it was to be a student in school back then. So would you also point out the VCs of the school too? Also, if you agree that it's 6 out of 10, that the VCs had probably failed in that aspect.
Well, I will not blame the school management because I think they have little or not to do about these things. Though I think some schools are trying to not allow children to pay cash to the school. I think it's part of it. But I think the issue of high school fees is also part of it. Though there's no excuse for doing criminality. But let's look at it. In the past, a children of nobody can go to school. But when I saw the school fee receipt of someone that want to do religious studies, 200,000 naira in learning.
They will tell you there is NEM fund. If you cannot afford it, go to NEM fund.
So can everybody afford to go to NEM fund? The first year never will not take out their first year. How much is an average hostel in Union? So when a student is doing, you are paying close to 1 million naira. Can the child of a president can at least afford it? So these are what
can a child of a level 16 officer in Kwara State afford it? Except you go and take credit.
So and school that all that have now 3 or 4 children in the high school last year. That is in London as a federal school. What about a place like Kwasu? Even if some universities are even higher than Kwasu in time of
private universities.
Or private universities.
Let's go back to taking calls. Hello, good morning. Your name and where you're calling from? Good morning to you, Mr. Rotimi.
This thing is beyond the religious leader and pastor. We need to talk to our politicians. It's anywhere. These people are watching all these politicians, riding cars, giving limousine, all these expensive cars to their children to ride. You will see a 3-year, 16-year riding in something belong to senators. They scam there. We see this is the problem. They don't do that in overseas. Let me tell you something. Like I said, to make money, you start to be somebody by yourself or we know somebody. If you don't know anybody, you will not be anybody. That is the bottom line. The here in Nigeria, our politicians have fought every damn thing. The law they are making is not concerning this either. It's for their own future election. That is their problem. They don't sit down and say, how can we harmonize all these bad things in the society?
Thank you very much, Mr. Rotimi from Oro. Mr. Rotimi thinks that the politicians are the reasons behind some of the things.
Education is getting out of reach of the poor.
See, let me, in all this, we came to this on talking about corruption. A Nigerian minister has gone to the World Bank to go and negotiate a loan. He is wearing a shoe of $600. The president of the World Bank is wearing a shoe of $120, and he has gone to borrow money from him. Do you understand? I mean, you see, let us look at these things. All the senators, all the party, none of them can say this is what they are earning. But there is a narrative that they are earning 29 million in 1 month. I know parastatals in Kwara State that the whole of their allocation in 1 year is not more than 40 million. Employ more than 100 people. Do you get it? Now, these senators, all of them receive motor. Maybe only Bello El-Rufai rejected his own. 160 million worth of vehicle. Now, on the Nigerian road, people are riding Tokumbo. 6 million, 7 million. That means that one senator is riding a car that 20 million Nigerians can ride. 20 people. Yet in a state like Kwara, look at the state of public transport. So I personally want to believe that that figure is exaggerated. But you see,
it's too much or it's too small?
It should be a little bit less.
But like 5, Abi?
Maybe like 5. Maybe like 5. But you see, that 419 cyber crime, Yahoo, then the one that is Yahoo Plus is very, very disturbing. Very, very disturbing. And for you to know that something is wrong, the whole ASU issue is about 600,000 salary for professor. In Malete, there is house for student of 600,000 per annum.
1.2.
Well, I'm talking about the one I know.
Let's go back to taking calls. Hello, good morning. Your name and where you're calling from?
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. This is Samuel from Tanke.
Samuel from Tanke. Good morning to you, Samuel.
Yeah, I agree with all the pundits in the house. For instance, now for me, I'm a graduate and there is no work. I wish to. I've been calling the leader of tomorrow right from the beginning of my life. So I don't want to achieve that. So and let's assume I want to work for House of Assembly to lead my people, to represent my people. And the form is 20 million. How did I want to get it? There is no job. There's nothing. What kind of job I can do for for a period of 4 years before I can accumulate a large amount of money?
Thank you very much, Samuel.
I think.
Thank you very much, Samuel. You can understand where Samuel is coming from. 0913-655-6952. 0913-655-6952. WhatsApp is 0913-655-6864. Hello, good morning. Your name and where you're calling from?
Good morning. I'm Uche by name.
Good morning to you. Share your contribution.
And in terms of this day, kind of a thing, what I can say is governments have a lot to do. Because, like somebody like me now, I finished school, to get work is hard. And I have younger ones also who are going to that school, the system of school. So what will when they move into school and the cost of living, everything is expensive, cost of education is expensive, to working it up, even some lecturers now favor some people that give them gifts and all those things. And most of those people are rich from rich family.
Thank you.
If they are not from rich family, they are Yahoo. Because that's what they said.
Thank you very much.
Especially the Yahoo boys, they are bribing lecturers.
Thank you very much for your opinion. Our time is really fast spent. Good morning, presenter and the guests in the studio. To me, the major problem of all these are from politicians. For example, Senator Dino Melaye, what is he telling the young ones with how he showcases fraud wealth online? Abiodun from Ilorin. Well, for Senator Dino Melaye, is not. You have not no court of law have charged him for fraud or also declared that his wealth is true court. Thank you very much to everybody who have sent us messages in the studio. Thank you to
who is earning 29 million. He can afford to buy any car.
Thank you to the panelists also for joining me this morning. My name is ADEYEMI ADEWALE. Thank you to the listener. Enjoy your week. Enjoy your day.
You cannot control me. You cannot. Okay. You can have a little control, but I'm still in charge. I cannot